book in because some are dated, but also several books have been written. So archive is very important to us, and they have a guest May 1st, Innovation in Plain Sight, Transforming Our National Security Landscape with Museum Collections, and learn how Herman's innovative approach has an impact on governmental organizations and agencies. If you would like more information about the Dole Institute of Politics and you're not on our listserv, please just drop us a little note, or you can find a sheet of paper in the back. Just write it down. We'll make sure that you know about our programs. And I would also like to take a minute to thank all of our friends of the Dole Institute who are here today. Everybody needs friends. Personal friends, professional friends, and certainly here at the Dole Institute of Politics, we're very proud and honored to have our friends. And the friends are able to make a lot of what we do financially possible, but it's just nice to have a lot of people that are concerned with our programs and want to help, and that they have an opportunity to enjoy the programs that we do here every week. The support of the Friends helps to make it possible for us to uphold Senator Dole's extraordinary legacy of bipartisanship and commitment to public service through our free public programs, research opportunities in our Dole archives, and opportunities for our students through our Student Advisory Board and Internship Assistance Program. You know, there's a lot of learning that happens in the classroom, and I teach in the Counseling Psych Department and Human Sexualities and Women's Gender Studies. And those programs are extremely important, but there's so much learning also takes place outside of the classroom through the programs that we have, through the opportunities for our students to have internships, and our friends make that possible. I would encourage each of you to consider becoming a friend of the Dole Institute to help us continue to keep this place a truly special place where we don't charge for our programs, provide all kinds of opportunities, and I think you will find it's a place for you to come, a place that you will feel very comfortable. After every program, you can always ask questions, so if you did not cover what you came for, you can get your answer to many of your questions. You can talk with any of our staff members today as a result of being here, and we thank you very much. Finally, we want to welcome our students and the community. I think from the time you saw that Senator Dole was coming, we received so many phone calls from people saying, well, can I come? What time do I get in? Can you let me in? What's going to happen? And I think that becomes something that we told him. We would call and tell him ahead of time who would call, how excited they were, could they come in? We heard all kinds of stories. So that was really exciting for us. So again, I will say thank you so very much for being with us today. And I'm looking to see if I have a signal. Not quite. All right, you guys, pretty soon I'm going to dance for you. But also, I will look at you to say, what's special about the Dole Institute of Politics? Oh, now would you all wrap it up like this? All right. So with that, I will say, this is a special place. Not only do we have programs, not only is our business, our building beautiful, but we have a guest today that you all came to see. So with that, I want to hear a little hoop and holler and a little noise and the flags, and we will bring in Bill Lacey, Director of the Dole Institute of Politics, Senator Bob Dole, let me hear it, Chancellor Bernadette Gray Little, Quinn Reed, Coordinator for our Student Advisory Board. You didn't have to stop yet. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I guess there we go. Thank you very much, Associate Director Barbara Ballard. You did a great job. we'll get all set up here. I love those signs out there. Who made those signs? Hey, look at all those signs. Bob Dole is my hero. I have my own sign, Senator. I'll read it to you and I'll show it to the crowd. Tanned, rested, ready, Dole 2016. I'm Bill Lacey. I'm the director of the Dole Institute, and this is indeed a great day for us here at the University of Kansas. We're delighted to welcome the senator here. We're going to have a couple of official welcomes. The first will come from the chancellor of the university, who is extraordinarily supportive of the Dole Institute, and we're so happy that she could join us today to welcome Senator Dole, Chancellor Bernadette Gray Little. Chancellor?
Thank you. And I'm very pleased and honored to be here today, pleased to be honoring a remarkable man. The word statesman is a powerful word, and it is a word that we should reserve for a special group of leaders. Today, we are joined by a true statesman, Senator Bob Dole. I've had the privilege of meeting Senator Dole a number of times, although this is the first time that I have met him at the University of Kansas. We've met in Washington, D.C. A few times, and I even met him in Topeka, but I'm delighted that we have him here in Lawrence today. And of course, I've known about Senator Dole and his accomplishments for many years, but when it was announced that I was to become chancellor at the University of Kansas, his was one of the first letters of congratulation that I received. I was still in North Carolina, and a few days after the announcement, I got a letter from him talking about his commitment and love of the university and congratulating me. That was the beginning of our relationship about the University of Kansas. I have never forgotten that. And I appreciate that you were so attentive to the university and that during these years you have been so supportive to me. Senator Dole attended KU before World War II cut short his studies. It was a privilege a couple of years ago to present him one of the first honorary degrees that the university ever awarded. We are fortunate to have the Dole Institute here at KU, which certainly recognizes his contributions, but also which fosters public engagement in this entire community. It inspires young people to serve, and it brings people together for important civic discussions, and I've had the honor of being here for a number of those lively discussions. I want to thank Bill Lacey and the Dole Institute and staff and members for all of the work that they do to make this such a marvelous organization. Senator Dole, again, it is a privilege and honor to have you here. I want to thank you for all that you have done for the University of Kansas and the nation, and I'll say the world. And I want to thank you for being an example to our students, demonstrating to them the value of public service, of public engagement, and of leadership. Thank you, Senator Dole, and welcome to the University of Kansas.
Thank you very much, Chancellor. It's Senator's first trip in 5 years, and it's great that you're able to welcome him to your campus, so it's awesome. One of the things that we've really tried to emphasize here at the Dole Institute of Politics is a student culture. We work very hard to get more and more students involved every year, and we have quite a few of the members of our Student Advisory Board. Why don't you guys make some noise for me? Student Advisory Board. Anyway, we have made great strides, and this year our Student Advisory Board has been under the leadership of Mr. Quinn Reed, who coordinates it. He's done a great job, and he has the honor of doing the official student welcome for Senator Dole. Welcome, Quinn Reed.
Thank you so much, Bill. In 2010, when I came to the university, I was not familiar with the Dole Institute of Politics, but that all changed one day when I picked up a copy of the UDK, the student newspaper, and I saw an advertisement for a program here. The program was about a case that was being argued before the Supreme Court, and there were two attorneys, both of whom had filed amicus briefs in this case, who were here talking. And when I came out and I walked into the building and I saw the largest American flag stained glass window in the world, and I saw it flanked on both sides by beams from the World Trade Center, and I listened to the level of discourse, I knew that this was a place that I wanted to make my home base at the university. So I started coming to every event that I could, and eventually the staff hired me here as a coordinator so that they could tell me when I had to leave. So, but throughout my time on the Student Advisory Board, I've had countless opportunities, and I've seen other students have countless opportunities that I think are truly unique. I've had the chance to sit and talk with Bob Woodward, to introduce Senator George Mitchell at a program, and these opportunities, I don't think that there are very many other universities in the country that provide these kind of opportunities, or very many other institutes. And so on behalf of the students here at the University of Kansas and the Student Advisory Board, I'd like to thank you for deciding to put your institute here at the University of Kansas and for providing these amazing opportunities for students. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you very much, Quinn. All of you, when you came in today, you walked down that wonderful walk and saw this beautiful building. It's so stunning. And it's such a privilege and an honor every day to get the opportunity to come down that walk and to be part of the team that I have here. We have a tremendous team, and we all would say two things: that the man to my right is our inspiration, and he's our leader, Senator Bob Dole.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm very honored to be here today. This is a great asset to the university. Chancellor and I had a chance to have a private visit, but I never expected to see this many people. But it's heartwarming, and I want to thank Bill Lacey and Barbara Ballard for their leadership, and thank all the others who participate in the programs. And we've had some great programs here. Over how long have you been here, Bill?
I've been here, it'll be 10 years Labor Day, assuming my annual review with the Chancellor goes okay tomorrow.
Doesn't seem like 10 years, but is my mic working?
Yes.
Oh, it is? I guess there are no chairs, huh?
We have some chairs around here, yeah.
Well, what I decided to do about a month ago is to come to Kansas. I've got a bad knee, which slows me down a little bit, but and say thank you for supporting me for 30 years in the House and the Senate, and to make new friends, and particularly to visit the Institute at KU. And so we have a pretty heavy schedule today and tomorrow morning, and then we'll be back in about 3 weeks in different counties. But we've had a great time so far, met a lot of wonderful people. Kansas is a great place, and it's home to me. And you can take the boy out of Kansas, but you can't take Kansas out of the boy. So, and of course, we appreciate students from other states, and they're probably from every state in the union. Students from other states.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, and foreign countries. So you're all part of the KU family, I did attend school here. That's an overstatement.